Hey everybody, welcome back to another Jackson Jet Setting Resort review. Today we are checking out the Secrets Los Cabos all-inclusive resort. I was excited to stay here because Secrets recently joined the World of Hyatt program and I am a globalist top tier with them. So I wanted to see how it was staying as a globalist at this awesome resort located in Puerto Los Cabos, which is a little east of Cabo San Lucas that you might be familiar with. They have a great golf course with 3 nines. They have oceanfront views. So let's check out this incredible resort with a full tour as well as the full experience for me. So immediately I was pretty impressed with this property because they upgraded us to a preferred club room, which is an extra charge for the regular guests. It gets you a private check-in, it gets you a sit-down restaurant for breakfast, Oceana, which is nice that we took advantage of here, and you can see what that looks like. In addition, there's a private pool just for the preferred club guests. It's closer to the ocean and closer to the golf course, a little bit nicer experience than the rest of the resort, but the whole resort is pretty nice. So we'll check out everything here, but you can take a look at our Oceana Breakfast now. So we did rush through breakfast because this resort has a lot of activities, and at 10 a.m. there was a guided bike tour that's completely free, which was pretty cool. It took you out of the resort and over to the marina, which is a nice little area. It's pretty calm, especially if you're used to the Cabo Marina on the other side of town. It's a way less chaotic. There's some cool art around that they pointed out, and then had about 15 or 20 minutes at the beach club, and you can actually get in the water there and swim. So if that's something that's important to you, that's pretty cool. The bikes also take you by where they have some dolphin enclosures. So some cool wildlife to see on the ride. It lasted about 2 hours and had some great views. One nice thing about the scheduling of this tour was our room wasn't quite ready. We checked in super early, and the hotel actually knew that we were arriving early, so they blocked a room for us that was going to be ready in about an hour. So by the time we got back, this was all ready for us. So let's take a tour of the Junior Suite Ocean View room. So basically a base level room in terms of size, but with a better view, so we did get upgraded to that. Pretty huge bathroom. They have a nice shower here with a little peekaboo window into the bedroom. So that's sort of a unique feature that you're starting to see a little bit more in sort of these adults only type of resorts. Nice king bed, upgraded television, lots of closet space. Bathroom had a lot of cool amenities that were included, including full-size shampoo and conditioners, lotions, sunblock, which was cool. So a lot of people, don't like to check a bag coming down to Mexico, and then you're stuck buying some expensive sunblock, but the resort actually gave that to you, which I thought was really great. And then there's, of course, an iPad in the room that you can order all of your room service. Room service is included here. And then we can check out the balcony here. So not a gigantic balcony by any means, but incredible views. You have the golf course kind of surrounds the resort, which is really cool. And then you have the ocean right there beyond it. So you can see a couple holes from here. So if you're a big golf fan, this is a great resort for that. Mini bars included, so we got some Pacifico Lights, Coca-Colas, etc. So nothing really too extreme. As a globalist, they did give me a nice little amenity there. And then we went off to lunch. So we tried the Seaside Grill. Had a pretty extensive menu. And I was pretty impressed with the food overall at the resort. I felt like for an all-inclusive, it's really good, perfectly edible. If you're used to, super high-end dining, or if you've been into San Jose del Cabo and tried some of their incredible restaurants, it's not going to be to that quality, but perfectly fine for our one-night stay here. We had some tuna tataki, and that was our appetizer, and then I had some skirt steak there, and then my wife had the shrimp. So overall, great looking food. Then we checked out the Preferred Club's pool. This is the view from the pool on the very back end. Pretty nice. Grabbed some room service just to try that out. Some nice salads, good fajitas via room service. Took a while though, about an hour and a half. They did tell you that on the iPad. So overall, we had a great time. So let's do a full tour of this resort. I like to see these on YouTube. This is why I started the channel. I like to kind of do as comprehensive of a tour as possible. So I'm leading you from my room over to the rest of the resort. We're on the 5th floor, overlooking one side of the golf course there. So now coming out of the building, we're gonna make our way down to basically where all the activities are. But I did want to note that the grounds of this resort are just incredible. They have tons and tons of flowering plants, all different colors. So if you're a big fan of that stuff, this doesn't disappoint. And honestly, most Mexican resorts don't. If you're someone who doesn't like to walk around, they have golf carts going all over the place, so you can always call one and have them take you up to the room. There are a lot of steps at this resort, so just keep that in mind. So we're coming across the main building here. So on the top level there is the main lobby, and then lower levels feature, a lot of the restaurants at the resort. There's a number of different restaurants that are open for dinner. Most don't require a reservation, but there is a hibachi portion of the Asian restaurant that does require one. You have to show up at 4 p.m. to make that reservation, but Preferred Club, you can book a day in advance with your concierge. So that's one big benefit of being in Preferred Club if you're staying here for a longer time. We were just here for one night, so everything was already sold out, and we just wanted to try something a little different there. But over to the left that we just passed, it's also Desires. It's the sports bar as well as the nightclub. And now we're making our way to the main pool. So main pool is the big hub of activity at the resort. There's DJ playing all day. They had a live band one day. So lots and lots of stuff going on here. They have some cool palm trees in the pool there. If you're someone who likes to lounge by the pool all day, this resort did fall victim to the classic mega resort jump up and save that seat at 7 a.m. Disease that a lot of people do. It drives me nuts. I think it's really stupid. So people wake up and drop a book or something on a seat and then go back to bed or go to breakfast and come back like 3 or 4 hours later. So unfortunately that was the case a little bit here. But being in Preferred Club, we were able to find seats, no problem. And they'll actually walk you over to your beach chair. This pool also has a great feature, which is the swim up bar Manatees, which is an absolutely hilarious pool bar name. And it's also where the Seaside Grill is. So this pool, Infinity Edge over the golf course, it still has some ocean views, but not directly on the ocean like the Preferred Club pool that I'll show you in full in a second. These cabanas are also bookable as well. I believe it's like $50 a day, which is not terrible. So if you want a little bit more shade and a little bit more private space, a little bit more comfy environment, you can definitely book those and not deal with any of the seat saving. So beyond this area is a little hot dog, quesadilla, burger stand that you can just grab some to-go food. That's open in the afternoons, so that's an awesome option if you're just kind of wanting to go on the go. We opted for the sit-down restaurant, and we were really impressed with that, so overall pretty great. Over to the left is the activity center, so you can book things here. They have ping pong tables, they have chess, they were setting up grass volleyball at one point, which is cool. I believe that they do beach volleyball, but with a hurricane that was offshore, I think a lot of the beach was temporarily off limits during our stay, which is a little bit of a bummer, but that is part of the deal, is sometimes those things just aren't available. And so now we're walking towards sort of the preferred club pool, more exclusive area that's closer to the ocean. So this preferred club cabana is where you'll grab your towels, and then a host will escort you over to a chair. They have bar service here, of course. They use the bar in Oceana, which is over there to the right. So that's open for lunch and dinner for everyone, or I believe actually just dinner for everyone. And then breakfast is just for preferred club. So a nice little ocean view to start your morning, really great. So we tried that the first morning, as you saw, and then the other, we tried the buffet, which was also great. One fun thing with the preferred club pool is it's right at the tee boxes for this par 3 on this side of the resort. So you can actually heckle the golfers. We played the golf course and we were heckled a little bit, which is pretty fun. So definitely a unique experience there. But this pool is gorgeous. You know, I don't think it's 100% necessary to have access to this to enjoy your time at the Secrets, but if it was offered for free, like it was to us, I will take it. So you can see the nice ocean views right there, and good little infinity edge. Nothing to complain about there. So in terms of beach resorts, this is technically on the beach. I'll show you exactly where it is. Not a ton of beach access though, and especially during our visit with some of the weather related issues, I think definitely took away from it. But they do have Barracudas down there, which is a beach bar overlooking the cliffs. It's got a great view. And they also do yoga down there, which we participated in on our first morning, and that was really fun. So there are some things to do by the ocean. And then during normal times, I think you can do ocean walks, etc., without any issue. But the beach was closed during our visit. You do have this cool tunnel to get to the beach area, which goes under the golf course. Thought that was kind of unnecessary, but pretty cool. And they have speakers going in there, so they keep the music blaring throughout the resort, which is really nice. All very calming music. But I will say that this resort, I did have a problem a bit with the drinks. Margaritas, I always have to find someone at the resort that can make a decent margarita. I feel like this is a complaint that I have at a lot of all-inclusives in Mexico. Some just tasted like pure gasoline. Some were pretty good. The Preferred Club's bar that we had access to definitely saved us there. They had Don Julio. They had a lot of premium tequilas that just made everything taste better, and I feel like the bartender was a lot better than the rest of the resort. So overall, not that big of a deal. You can always find something else, but that was my experience at Secrets during my stay. So now let's walk back up to the main building and check out the spa, the fitness center, as well as some more of the restaurants and the main lobby. So straight ahead is the spa. I did not have a chance to try that out. Over here is the Preferred Clubs building, and it also houses this fitness center. Not gigantic by any means, but as you can see, it was not really in use. This is an all-inclusive resort, so not always the most active area at the resort. And as we turn left, we're gonna head back towards some of the restaurants. So El Patio is gonna be to the right. That's the Mexican restaurant open for dinner each evening. We didn't have a chance to try that out. Himitsu is right next door, and that was the Asian restaurant that also features the hibachi. So we just tried the regular menu. We didn't do any hibachi. Really cool ambiance though, and I'll show you some of the food right now. I will say all the waiters at the resort were great. Excellent service across the board. Food generally came pretty quickly. So we had some tempura vegetables to start. And then I opted for some sushi, as well as my wife. And then enjoyed some noodles. So not the most fancy Asian cuisine, but we were in Mexico a full week before this, so wanted something a little bit different. Overall, pretty great food. Had some nice desserts as well. So would highly recommend this. If you can't get into teppanyaki, you can still get that Asian food fix. And then up above that, on the next level, is the main buffet. So this was open for breakfast and lunch. Overall, I felt like the food was decent. Not the most spectacular food of the resort though, but great service and a good option if you're looking for something pretty fast. And then we'll go up the stairs again and head up to the main lobby. So the main lobby has a few more restaurants and bars, as well as the resort's coffee shop. So coffee's included, of course, being an all-inclusive. They don't upcharge you on that stuff, so you can get a nice coffee. You can get espresso. So really great stuff there. And always a hub of activity. And that's open pretty late, so you can always grab a coffee or sort of to-go drinks. They had, bottles of water and sodas, etc. So if you're looking for a late night snack, that might be an option. Overall, I'm very impressed with how the resort felt and looked. It's relatively new. It opened in 2014 originally, so everything is not worn. There's no humidity really in Cabo compared to Cancun, so the upkeep of the resorts I think is a little bit easier on the property managers versus dealing with humidity all the time. Over to the right here is Rendezvous. They have live music at night. They also have a bar that's open late, so that's always a hub of activity as the sun sets. We have shops over to the left. Those are open early to late, but nothing really all that different than what you can find elsewhere in Cabo. And then over to the left here is the convention center, but it also features the nighttime shows when they do happen. So they did have what they called an urban show when we were here. We were definitely entertained. So it was really close up. I felt like everything was really great. So kudos to the property for finding some pretty talented acrobats to do a quick show. I don't think those shows happen every night, looking at the schedule for the rest of the week. And, they have different types of shows. So if you're here for a week, you'll always have something different, that's for sure. And then over to the left is going to be the pickleball, archery, and shooting range. Yeah, so you can actually shoot rifles and bows and arrows at certain points in the day, so that's an included activity. And then down those stairs is going to be the spa. So the spa is obviously an extra charge, but it was very popular during our visit. Couldn't really book anything and didn't get a chance to tour in there. But we'll make our way back towards the main lobby here and check out the other side. So to the left is also the Italian restaurant at the resort. Very popular. Everyone said that was kind of the most elegant option. We weren't really feeling Italian though, so we did not try that out. So overall, this resort, I really like how it's now included in Hyatt's program. It was 25,000 points a night for me, so that's about $500 worth of points. And room rates right now are pretty high across the board. This being an adults-only resort, they do charge a premium. Rooms were going for about $700 while we were here, so it's a good use of points in terms of what they're charging right now. Would definitely recommend for an adult couple looking to get away. I like this side of Cabo. It's a little bit quieter, a little bit more romantic. So overall, if you're a fan of all-inclusive resorts, you've been to an all-inclusive resort in the past and you enjoyed your experience, you definitely like it here. If you're someone who likes more bespoke boutique experiences, there's other resorts in Mexico I think you can stay at. But a great new addition to the Hyatt portfolio and great to earn my Hyatt nights to requalify for Globalist here. So thanks again for watching. If you like these types of videos, please subscribe, like the video, share it with your friends. Appreciate you watching.